ship of wasted years. The ink is running in the rain, like salt upon an open vein. I launched it on a blacker tide, with nowhere left for me to hide. The anchor's gone, the rope is torn. Into the eye of every storm, the lighthouse is a dying spark, just a needle in the dark. I'm shouting at the rising foam, but every current leads from home. The timber groans beneath the weight of everything I left too late. It's just a paper sail tonight, shredded by the morning light. I'm drifting on a hollow sea, but no one's coming back for me. Yeah, it's just a paper sail tonight. The water's cold, the sky is white, with nothing but the moon to guide. I find a message in the deep, a secret that the corals keep. It's just a paper sail tonight, shredded by the morning light. I'm drifting on a hollow sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, it's just a paper sail tonight. If the waves should pull me down, would I fly or would I drown, or just become a part of the blue? Like the ghost I saw in you. It's just a paper sail tonight, shredded by the morning light. I'm drifting on a hollow sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, it's just a paper sail tonight, folded, sinking, just a scrap of paper on the waves. Every memory's a rusted key in a digital security. I see your face in the LED, a ghost within the circuitry, but the voltage is dropping low to a place I can't follow. The hard drive is spinning fast, trying to recapture what didn't last. Data fragments in the air, nothing's there. Just a sequence of a broken dream, a silent cry, a frozen scream. It's an electromagnetic field tonight, burning in the cold. Everything we were is just a spark, fading into the deep and quiet dark. Yeah, it's an electromagnetic field tonight. If I cut the power, the line, would you still be here? Would you still be mine? Or are we just a code that failed to run? ghost inside a paper cage. I'm watching every sentence turn into the light of things that burn. The fireplace is breathing slow, holding secrets we used to know. Every vow begins to curl in the ruins of our world. Gray and silver, soft and thin, breaking from the heart within. It's just the ashes of the letters tonight, caught within the flickering light. Every promise that I try to say is dancing on a paper grave. Yeah, it's just the ashes tonight. The smoke is rising to the stars, leaving only hidden scars. I see your name in charcoal black before the fire takes it back. 1,000 words I'll never say are drifting in the wind today. It's just the ashes of the letters somehow. I can't even read them now. Through the amber, through the haze, lost inside a silent blaze. Yeah, it's just the ashes tonight. If I gather up the dust, could I rebuild all the trust? Or am I just a fool in line for a story that was never It's just the ashes of the letters tonight, caught within the flickering light. Every piece I'm holding through still reflects a part of you. Yeah, it's just the ashes. Burning down, turning gray, letting every word just drift away. my skin. Where does the machine begin? I walk the wires, I walk the line, trading shadows for a sign. But every sensor in this town is calibrated to bring me down. The sidewalk glows a bitter green, like a world I've never seen. Data streaming through the air, but I can't find you anywhere. Just a ghost in the motherboard, a silent note, a broken chord. This city's screaming in the dark, searching for a human spark. Calculated, cold and blue, everything reminds me of you. Yeah, the circuit's breaking down tonight, lost inside the digital light. System error, can you hear? Logic failing through the fear. If I pull the master switch, will I find the glitch? Circuit's breaking down tonight, lost inside the digital light. Breaking down, the circuit's gone. Ink is bleeding on the page, like a bird inside a cage. I'm reading lines you never wrote, a heavy salt inside my throat. The letters burn, the edges curl, in the ruins of our world. I'm digging through the charcoal dust for a feeling I can trust. Every sentence turns to gray before I find the words to say. The grammar breaks, the meaning dies underneath the hollow skies. It's just the cinder of the words tonight, burnt and blinded by the light. I'm screaming in a dead tongue now, trying to remember how. Yeah, it's just the cinder of the words tonight. I find a vowel, I find a trace of the ghost behind your face. But the fire took the best of us, leaving only smoke and rust. It's just the cinder of the words somehow. I can't even hear them now. Through the ashes, through the cold, stories that will stay untold. Yeah, it's just a cinder of the words tonight. If I gather all the dust, can I build a bridge of trust? Or am I riding on the wind for the secrets that we nothing left but the ash. Staring at a screen of gray, watching every color fade away. You're a whisper in a hurricane, a shadow dancing on the window pane. I built a bridge out of hollow wires, but I'm just fueling all the quiet fires. Every message is a stone I throw into a canyon where the cold winds blow. The map is blank where we used to stand, sifting through the glass and shifting sand. I'm calling out to a silent sky, but the clouds don't ever give a clear reply. Just a hollow hum in the midnight air, a ghost of a feeling that was never there. We're falling into the white zone now, searching for a way, but we don't know how. The frequency is dead, the line is torn, just a cold vibration since the day was born. No echo coming back, no light to see, lost in the space between you and me. Yeah, we're lost in the white zone tonight. Between you and me, yeah, we're lost in the white zone tonight. White zone. Total silence, system offline. Mapping out a neon maze, lost inside the digital haze. Every compass point is wrong, I've been searching for too long. The grid is breaking at the edge, standing on a silent ledge. I see the shadows of the code on this long and frozen road. The satellites are falling down like a story never told. It's a note, coordinate tonight, beyond the reach of satellite sight. I'm a ghost in the machine, searching for what lies between. Yeah, it's enough, coordinate tonight. If I delete the memory, would I finally be free? Or am I just a glitch in time, looking for a reason or a rhyme? 0, 1, 0, none. It's enough, coordinate tonight, beyond the reach of satellite sight. I'm a ghost in the machine, searching for what lies between. Yeah, it's enough, coordinate tonight. Coordinates lost, lost in the now. The tide is erasing the lines we drew, changing the gold into a darker hue. I'm writing codes on the salt and shell, a story that the ocean will never tell. The numbers are dissolving in the foam, searching for a frequency to call us home. Every digit is a grain of dust, turning our iron hearts into rust. The lighthouse is blinking in a broken tongue, like a song that was never meant to be sung. I'm tracing the geometry of the waves above the silence of the coral graves. The wind is a static that I can't signal we couldn't read, a garden growing from a hollow seed. Yeah, it's a barcode on the sand tonight. If the sea should take the shore, would we remember what we're fighting for? Or just dissolve into the white and gray, where all the symbols simply wash away? Signal we couldn't read, a garden growing from a hollow seed. Yeah, it's a barcode on the sand tonight. Lines in the water, nothing to scare, nothing to hold. Stands in walls of glass, watching all the seasons pass. I see the world in fractured lines, like broken stars and ancient signs. I reach out to the frozen air, but there is no one standing there, just my reflection, pale and deep, a promise that I couldn't keep. I've forgotten how to speak your name. Every window shows a different sky. Every truth is just a painted lie. Yeah, we're living in a glass tower tonight. miles of empty light. Between the morning and the night, I find a shadow on the floor where there used to be a door. The gravity is pulling slow to a place I used to know. It's a hollow world inside this frame. I've forgotten how to speak your name. Every window shows a different sky. Every truth is just a painted lie. Yeah, we're living in a glass tower tonight. If the glass should finally break, how much more can one heart take? Would I fall or would I fly into the cold and open sky? The tower is falling, grain by grain, stone by stone, until I'm finally alone. The stage is set in velvet black. There's no way to take it back. Every line I've memorized fills the space between our eyes. The curtains heavy, soaked in rain. The writing seems to hide the pain, but the ink is running off the page in this hollow, empty cage. The lights are burning through the floor. I can't find the exit door. Acting out a different part is cold, the dialogue is old, the end is never told. Hollow room, tracing the shadows, chasing the gloom. Your pulse was a rhythm I used to know. Now it's just static, a flickering show. I'm dialing a number that doesn't exist, lost in the vapors, a heart in the mist. The screen glows white in the dead of the day, watching the signal just drifting away. A ghost in the circuit, a glitch in the dream. Nothing is ever as real as it seems. The wires are heavy, the connection is free. Counting the debts that will never be paid. It's a broken transmission, a desperate sound, searching for something that'll never be found. Lost in the feedback, drowning in blue. I'm losing the signal, I'm losing There's a vibration in the floor, coming through the heavy door. Not a whisper, not a word, just a humming I have heard. Iron pulse and silver thread, waking up the things we said. It's a weight I can't define, walking down a broken line. The concrete walls are breathing slow, holding ghosts we used to know. It's the shaking of the ground, where the buried truth is found. Every second, every beat, coming up beneath my feet. It's a residual resonance tonight, shaking through the faded light. I can't stop the phantom sound from the wreckage underground. It's a residual resonance tonight. Does the echo ever die underneath this hollow sky? Or does it keep on ringing on, long after we are gone? It's a residual resonance tonight, shaking through the faded light. I can't stop the phantom sound from the wreckage underground. Yeah, it's a residual resonance tonight. Resonance. The floor is still, but I feel it still. see the dust on the shelf, and the parts of me I kept to myself. The echoes used to scream so loud, like a thunderstorm inside a cloud. But the air is thin and the wind is still. I'm standing on a quiet hill. I don't go looking for your ghost no more. In the cracks of the hallway floor, the map is rewritten, the ink is dry. I've stopped asking the shadows why. It's a strange kind of peace I found, with my feet flat on the solid ground. Now that the film is overexposed, the doors are locked and the windows closed. I see the truth in the harsh white sun, everything we did and everything we've done. It's not a tragedy, it's just a view of a life I lived when I was with you. Yeah, now that it's overexposed. Some memories fade like a dying spark. Some glow brighter when it's dark. But this one's just a photograph, a faded line, a broken laugh. Now that the film is overexposed, the doors are locked and the windows closed. I see the truth in the harsh white sun, everything we did and everything we've done. It's not a tragedy, it's just a view of a life I lived when I was with you. Yeah, now that it's overexposed. Just a view in the white sun. I'm moving on. The real is done. I'm building towers made of steam in the corners of a dream. Every brick is light as air, vanishing while I'm standing there. gray and silver, street by street, where the sky and water meet. I can feel the structure sway, dissolving into shades of day. It's an architecture made of mist, a ghost of worlds that don't exist. I'm walking through the hollow halls, tracing shadows on the vapor walls. Yeah, it's an architecture made of mist. There's a staircase in the smoke, words I wish I never spoke. Every step is fading fast, like a shadow from the past. It's an architecture made of mist, a ghost of worlds that don't exist. I'm walking through the hollow halls, tracing shadows on the vapor walls. Yeah, it's an architecture made of mist. If the morning sun should break, what is left for me to take? Or will the city just subside with all the secrets left inside? Made of mist, a ghost of worlds that don't exist. I'm walking through the hollow halls, tracing shadows on the vapor walls. Yeah, it's an architecture made of mist. Tonight, fading walls into the gray, building nothing. See the lightning everywhere, a million signals start to break, like every promise that we made. is flickering to red. All the words we never said are floating in a sea of lead. Everything is hanging by a thread. I'm standing in the dead of space, looking for a familiar face. But the ionosphere is far too thick, and my heart is just a ticking click. The compass spins without a pole, searching for a piece of soul. It's an electromagnetic haze. I'm lost inside a digital maze. The connection's gone, the sky is black, and there is no way of turning back. No transmission, no reply, just the thunder in a copper sky. Yeah, I'm lost in the haze tonight. Are you trapped in the wires? Are you burning in the fires? Is the distance getting wide, or are you just on the other side? The other side, the other side, the other side. It's an electromagnetic haze. I'm lost inside a digital maze. The connection's gone, the sky is black, and there is no way of turning back. No transmission, no reply, just the thunder in a copper sky. Yeah, I'm lost in the haze tonight. Searching for a signal, offline, lost. I see the world beneath my feet. figure trapped in white, in the pale and winter light. Just a touch beneath the surface, in a world without a purpose. I can't reach, but I can't break the heavy glass above the lake. It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep. Every breath is turning blue, everything I thought I knew is sinking down in quiet rings to the ghosts of former things. The air is sharp, the sky is wide, with nowhere left for us to hide. It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep. If the frost begins to thaw, would I find the life I saw? Or would the vision wash away in the gray of coming day? It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep, beneath the eyes, still waiting, frozen in time. watching all the seasons pass. North is just a hollow word, a song the sailors never heard. The stars are shifting in their place, searching for a saving grace. I'm walking on a shifting floor, but I can't find the northern shore. The maps are burning in the cold, stories that were never told. I'm tracing lines upon my palm, waiting for the coming calm. But the wind is screaming out your name, and every direction feels the same. Yeah, the compass broke tonight, somewhere between the dark and light. I'm drifting out to open sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, the compass broke tonight. If I throw the metal to the deep, would I finally get some sleep, or just wander in the gray until the ocean washes me away? Yeah, the compass broke tonight, somewhere between the dark and light. I'm drifting out to open sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, the compass broke tonight. No direction, no shore, just the waves. Silver clouds are hanging low, where the bitter rivers flow. I can feel the iron sky, like like a heavy, dark goodbye. Every street is paved in gray, watching ghosts of yesterday. Empty windows, hollow stairs, shadows climbing up the stairs. I've been walking through the rust, turning memories into dust. No more maps to guide the way. In this town of faded clay, it's a leaden rain falling down on the silence of this town. Every drop just leaves a scar from the light of a fallen star. Yeah, it's a leaden rain tonight. The air is cold, the breath is thin, where the winter starts to win. I can see the shoreline break, like a heart I couldn't wake. Everything I tried to hold is turning into liquid gold. It's a leaden rain falling down on the silence of this town. Every drop just leaves a scar from the light of a fallen star. Yeah, it's a leaden rain tonight. If I stand here in the flood, would it wash away the blood, or just sink me deep below in the things I couldn't know? It's a leaden rain falling down on the silence of this town. Every drop just leaves a scar from the light of a fallen star. Yeah, it's a leaden rain tonight. Leading rain falling slow, nowhere left for me to go. waiting for the sky to fall. The ink is rusted, the pen is cold. A story that was never told. I left a trail of silver thread, thinking of the things you said. But the thorns have grown so tall and wide, with nowhere left for me to hide. The signposts point to nowhere now. I don't even remember how. I found my way into this haze, a ghost inside a broken maze. The compass needle spinning fast, chasing shadows of the past. It's a hollow highway, a dead-end street. The ground is burning beneath my feet. I'm shouting at the heavy rain, but it won't wash away the stain. Yeah, it's a hollow highway tonight. If I burn the map, if I break the glass, would I finally let the morning pass? Or am I just a runner in the dark, searching for a dying spark? It's a hollow highway, a dead-end street. The ground is burning beneath my feet. I'm shouting at the heavy rain, but it won't wash away the stain. Yeah, it's a hollow highway tonight. Nowhere to go, the road is gone, just the dust before the dawn. Every face I see is mine, but none of them feel quite divine. You're a flicker in the pain, a ghost inside a frozen rain. I reach out to the cold reflection, searching for a lost connection. The hallway bends into a curve, testing every single nerve. I see a shadow in the corner, like a silent secret warner. Every step I take is wrong, in a world where we don't belong. It's a labyrinth of mirrors tonight, blinded by the artificial light. I'm chasing versions of the truth, wasted in the echoes of our youth. Yeah, it's a labyrinth of mirrors tonight. If I shatter every frame, would I find a different name, or just be cut by every shard of a heart that grew too hard? It's a labyrinth of mirrors tonight, blinded by the artificial light. I'm chasing versions of the truth, wasted in the echoes of our youth. Yeah, it's a labyrinth of mirrors tonight. Reflections fading. Who are you? Who am I? Lost in the silver